Hey, this is Justin. It is what did I say? Today's Wednesday morning. It is June or July 3rd, 2024. This is a walk and talk brainstorm, getting the ideas that are rattling around inside the head, outside the head. This is inspired by the book Accidental Genius, using free writing as access to your greatest thoughts. This is free talking and another way just to access some of the better thinking out there. And I did sat down this morning, did about 30 minutes of journaling, just getting some of the things that I wanted to share and some of the ideas that we went out there. And this is an opportunity to, I guess, supplement that type of journaling. Nothing's better than sitting down and writing something out and getting some of the ideas out there. However, also, nothing is better than going for a long walk and being able to do some exercise. So, how do you start to combine the productivity that comes with actually sitting down and doing work that way with the going on a long walk? So that's the experiment that we're running here, and I've got a couple of different ideas to be able to work. And I think I'm going to start to structure these sections a little bit better, or a lot better, to actually having specific topics that we want to talk about, that we're sharing that come out of my Notion database. So what I want to talk about, yeah, when I listen to a podcast, or I read something, I immediately add it into a link in my Notion database, and then that's just ever running. And then those things start to get tagged up. Then I want us to be able to start surfacing some of that work with sharing some of the ideas here. And probably you'll start doing some. They won't be walk and talks, but start doing some lives. Actually, at a desk behind a behind a computer, so we can start sharing things out a little bit better, because this work just is hands free, a little bit more limited in what we can do. It's literally top of the mind brainstorming, which is a little bit jarring for anybody who's listening to it. Can also be a little bit disorganized when we start to work through it. So if we start adding some organization in here, and then start to sit and focus in one place, then we'll start to add back in some more of the walk and talks. I've also had an idea for being live 24 hours a day. That's not live 24 hours a day, all live stuff that period of time, but being able to reshare some of the ideas that we're working on, and then putting systems in place to be able to surface the value from the stuff that comes out of the walk and talks. Other thing I'm very excited about, I just recommendation from my friend Dennis, just started using Opus Pro, which cuts these walk and talks into smaller clips each day. What's great about Opus is that it can work completely on a mobile phone, and that's the name of the game for me. How much can I actually get accomplished working on a mobile phone, as opposed to sitting down at a computer and doing some work? And what are the tools that are available to us that are mobile specific, so we can actually run a full studio? And that's what this is. This is, it's a we'll call it a little bit of a janky studio. I've got my Aeropex microphone right now, so the sound's going to be okay. But this is pretty much a full studio. I'm running this on a browser on StreamYard. As long as we have a decent internet connection, this stuff starts to come through. I can download the video right after this session is over. I can upload it to Opus, and then can start to create other clips that can get shared out on other platforms. So it is a constantly flowing system of information, surfacing some of the better ideas, and then also running Otter in the background that's capturing all the topics and all the things that we're actually talking about. So that again can start surfacing some of the different ideas. So we can literally go from what's in our brain in the moment to something that is real out there in the world. Something that's real out there in the world in a minute. So if you are listening to this, and if you do hear this, please let me know how I can start to consolidate this information, how it might start being personally useful for you, in some of the stuff that we're creating. I'd like to do maybe some live walk and talk sessions with people as they're going on walks. Maybe start doing some scheduled sessions with people as they're actually going on walks. and starting to create and starting to build stuff together. Start doing some community events with people as start doing some community events with people as they're going through some of the walk and talks and some of the work that they're doing that way. So another idea to be able to create some interconnectivity. If you are listening to this, please let me know. Here we go. Best viewers. I don't know what that is. I got a comment that came through on Twitch. Not necessarily so useful there, but it's a link that I'm guessing something probably is not necessarily going to be of value. But I'll check it out and see what it actually see what it is that we can see what it is where we can work through. So that's it. Yeah, going to start messing around with doing some of the live walk and talks, starting to recreate more as we're going through. Oops, sorry for the crunching there on the set. You probably picked up some other sound there. I'm going to start doing some of the live walk and talks and seeing what actually can get built out and created, what connections we can make. Might start putting together guest lists, people that like to connect with and like to get interviewed over the next over the next 90 days and 6 months, having interesting conversations with people that might potentially be meaningful. And that was it. That was it for that piece of it. As they're starting to work through, starting to test out some new tools. This is a steep climb. I remember getting to this water park. Starting to test out some new tools. I'm going to be going to Clef Notes a little bit later on today, and I'm going to be going to Clef Notes a little bit later on today, testing out some of the new functionality there. It's the closest way from an output perspective to actually doing handwriting, taking disparate thinking and start turning it into something useful. It's almost so perfect that you kind of lose some of the it's almost so perfect that it's too easy, I guess, is probably the way that I say it. That it was like, hey, I've got to actually sit down and do some writing to start to commit some of the output to memory on the back end. And what else do I want to add in here? What else do I want to add in here? That was, I might actually just put an end to this one at 7 minutes and 42 seconds. So thanks a lot, everybody who is listening. Have an amazing Wednesday. If you are in the U.S., happy holiday week, and hope you're all having an amazing one. And thanks so much. Have a great day. All right, so we got